You got it.
Hey everybody, we back again. I know you thought you missed us, or you thought we wasn't coming back. You thought you scared us off. We don't scare that easy.
We don't say that. No.
Oh yeah, we back in the house. We coming back. It's Thursday night. I've been waiting all day. I ain't talked to nobody, so I'm ready. I'm ready to get it out. We got a special guest in the house. I got my crew with me, and we about to just get it started. Before we get it started, I wanted to, just say something. No, I must wait till the end to do that because I talk too much and I might say something wrong. So let me just let them talk and introduce themselves like we always do. And I guess I want her to go last, introducing herself, so that because the other ones, and I guess we giving her a special treat.
Oh, wow.
All right. All right.
All right, this is Lawanda. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to Miss V and the crew at Intellectual Radio. We are glad that you found time to join us. We are excited to be here. We are excited to just empower women and men as well on what breast cancer partakes of. Amen. Come on in, y'all.
Well, hello. This is Tempest, and we are glad that you're here today. Hopefully you guys are out there and you're able to watch because we do know it's Halloween and some of you all probably trick or treating with the babies or whatever. But you could catch us on IntellectualRadio.com. That is the YouTube channel. Okay, so y'all subscribe to that IntellectualRadio.com channel, and you can watch us at the Miss V and the Crew podcast on YouTube. Okay, so we're gonna be talking about breast cancer awareness today, and survival, and just giving out tips and different things for you women. And if you all want to chime in and join in with us, you can call us here at 708-223-8953. Love y'all.
Hello, everyone. Hello, world. My name is Nancy Rice, and I'm one of their guests tonight. I am a registered nurse, been a nurse for 34 years, currently still working. I work at Loyola Hospital. I have my master's in nursing, and I've been in every field of nursing except oncology and psychiatry. So I'm going to come and bring some of the resources that I know about breast cancer awareness, that it affects the men and the women. Also, we want to talk about the event that I just gave last week at my church. It's Broadview Missionary Baptist Church, located in Broadview on the corner of 25th Avenue and Roosevelt. So we had a great event, big turnout, a lot of vendors and organizations, and I just want to give you some information on how to bring about of you becoming on giving an event yourself. Thank you.
Yeah, she could have just kept going, right? I know. I mean, sometimes when it just get good, and I told them sometimes when it get good, you just like, don't stop, just keep going.
Keep going.
And I be hating when people tell me that because I take them as their word. I keep going. Right now, we always just try to give one little question or something just to kind of like touch bases, let you get a feel for them because you'll be amazed when people start talking. Sometimes, you can feel their words coming. I don't know if y'all understand that, but it is. It's something about the voice.
Mhm.
And when you talk, people can feel you through your voice.
Mhm.
So that's what I want to do. Start off, and I just ask the question usually, and then they just give me off the top of their head what they think or what they say. And my question today is: if somebody told you that age is nothing but a number, what would you say?
Age is more than a number to me. Age is maturity. Age is legal. um, Age to me, I would say age is more than a number. Because that's what's happening in society now. They saying age is a number, and you 18, you grown. You ain't grown. That means you 18. That means you still in the teen portion.
Right.
And then you have these 30, 40-year-old men looking at them say they grown because now their parents can't say what they can do and how they can do it. And I just feel like age is more than a number. Age will get you. I ain't gonna say that, Lord. Age is more than a number.
Say it.
Age
Look,
will
say
get you
it.
killed. That's what I'm gonna say. Because you messing with the wrong kids
Mhm.
at certain age, and it's getting these men and women caught up nowadays because they're saying age is just a number. And you can be young and mature than most older people as well. You can be a certain age, 20, 25 years old, but be mature and be mature. But I would think in the sense of age as am I old enough to birth you? Am I old enough to carry you in your arm? Were you a little kid when I was coming up? That age, to me, age is more than a number. It's life.
Well, let me see. Well, I would say age is more than a number. I think it's more so about maturity versus the age, because you do have some younger people who are more mature than the older people. Some of the younger folks are wiser than the older ones. So to me, I would say age is more than a number. And then, like she said, I mean, if you're talking about it like in reference to relationship wise, if you're messing around with like an underage person, then of course, we know age matters, because again, that's, you're doing wrong. So I would say age, it's more than a number.
Age is more than a number. I'm gonna piggyback on what you said, especially when you're in a relationship.
Mhm.
I know when I married my husband, he was 22 years older than me.
Mm.
So
You ain't supposed to say that, right?
I didn't realize that as we got older, I got older, he got older.
Okay.
So it affected the relationship and age is, because then you get older and you don't do the things that you used to do when you was younger, and you had to adapt to that. Especially myself, I had to adapt um, to get up to his level. And even though I was mature enough to marry him, with him being 22 years older than me. But it got tough at the end.
Mm.
And ain't it that sometimes that a younger person can make the older person have more youth, and then that younger person, you lose their youth.
Mhm.
You lose yours, so you become more older and they become more youthful, and it just drains all your little young energy.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Well,
Yeah, well, I honestly I hear that all the time. So I was just trying to wonder, was you guys gonna be on the same page? Because I was saying to myself, I don't know where they come up with that saying.
Mm-mm.
Age is not just a number.
Yeah.
I promise you, when you go up them stairs and that knee go to hurting, and your back hurting, and your
Yes.
eyesight has gotten dim, and the things you used to do. I was
Oh,
talking to
yes.
some people the other day. I said, all the old people that ought to be that say they go to church. I don't do the things I used to do. No, you can't do the things you used to do. Ain't no certain thing.
That's
You
why
want
ain't
to,
doing it,
and
right?
you could, but you can't.
But you can't.
Oh, don't try to fool nobody. Oh, I don't do what I used to do. Yeah, you can't do it.
Can't do it.
You
My
want
life has changed.
yeah. I mean, it's age bring
Oh,
by
yeah.
time. It bring by
It
changes,
brings change.
and ain't no
Definitely.
need you trying to fool yourself.
Yeah,
I
it definitely
tell
brings
you.
change.
You can't. I know the things. I mean, all them stilettos and stuff that I used to wear back in the day.
Yes.
Yeah, you let me try to put some on now. You let me try to do that. I can't do it.
Yeah.
So it just your age is more than just a number.
Oh,
Not only
yes.
in relationship, but
Mhm.
just in your physicality,
Yeah.
everything.
Yes.
It matters.
And your mental
Mental-
is different.
Yes.
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 You don't think the same. You don't
No.
remember the same. So yeah,
No.
it's
Body,
different.
mind,
Everything
and
is
spirit.
different
But
when you get
everything.
older.
You're
Yeah.
right. So I'm like, so that's why I say, so I hear that saying. So I just
Yeah.
wanted to touch it and see that, what, I can tell we are old. So I'm going to say,
No, that's this the youth side over here.
keep that over here.
This the youth side over
Keep
here.
that over
Well,
here.
look, I don't know.
Keep that over here. You know what? We don't want to take any time from Nancy. I mean, she done worked in many places and so much experience, and I promise you, when we weren't even thinking about careers and stuff, Nancy was already on the way.
Come on now,
I
Nancy.
see.
So she
Congrats.
jumped out there early and just started to make a name and being an entrepreneur person. And she done tried many things, done so many things, just an awesome person, all and wrapped up in one.
That's good.
And I love her spirit. I love how she never ever let anything stop her from doing what she got to do.
All
It's
right.
just a testimony. Even whatever she get going through, you won't tell it.
That's good.
So we want to give her enough time so that she can be able to share with us. We can ask her questions. Maybe she can answer them. Maybe she can't. But we are just feeling, we're just sitting here listening and sharing and asking questions where we feel needed.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Vaughn. Laverne. I call her Vaughn.
It's okay.
um, the number one thing that I would like to share for women and men, even at the age of 40, I advise every woman to go out and get a mammogram. It's important that everyone, woman at the age of 40, get a mammogram. If they have breast cancer in the family or any type of cancer in the family, sometimes their physician may tell them to go out and have that done earlier than 40. A lot of times, mammograms do not detect breast cancer. So it's up to us to do our self breast exams ourselves. It's proper ways to do that. People don't know, but the safest way and the best way to do it is when you're taking a shower. And as you washing your body and you take your shower, sometimes you could feel the lumps or whatnot in your breast or in your chest. Then you lay down, and then you feel for more, and you go to the doctor to have those tests done. Another thing I want to share too, if you feel that it's something going wrong, use your first mind and go have yourself tested. And the number one thing that I found that when patients get the news about the test results, the first thing they go into denial. They just can't accept that at that time. So far as family is concerned, it's best to have family around for that support. That's the number one thing. Most patients that I know, they need that support. We had an event last Saturday at our church, and one of the members of our church had gave her testimony, and her testimony include that that's how she found out about her lump. And the thing was that she have two children in her home, and she when she got the news, she said first she thought maybe, no, this got to be a mistake, not me. This doesn't run in my family. So she had a denial period. And then when she accepted it because, um, more tests was done and biopsies, that's the next thing. When they see a lump and detect it on a mammogram, then they'll go for the biopsy. If the biopsy come back positive, then they talk about other things as far as mastectomies, removing the breast. So that's a whole nother thing that women have to go through. So they need that support. We had this company that come out called Awareness House, and they have a living support for breast cancer people. So the Wellness House, I'm not, publicizing the Wellness House or giving them any credit, but the things that they do, like they have stress management for the patients. They do exercises, classes for the patient. They also talk about their nutrition. They even have child and family support during that time for patients and their families. They have a whole network of information and resources for them, and it is close. And it's a lot of organizations, even in the Chicago area, that is free to patients. The number one thing is even the hospital. A lot of places be like they give out free breast exams. You could go to different places to get those done. The main thing is try when you go to seek out that information. Go to a hospital that's a larger hospital. These community hospitals don't have all the resources that you need. So it's best to go to a hospital that, have the more information for that.
Okay. I had some information that I had got from work. They had did a breast cancer awareness day a couple of days ago, and I had got the information. Unfortunately, I forgot to bring it. But if we can continue this conversation next week, I do want to bring it to share with the people because they had gave us information about free clinics that you can go to.
Yes.
I work for Cook County, so they were there and they had a lot of information. So they had free clinics and everything, and I got the stuff, and unfortunately, I forgot to bring it. And I remember the nurse was explaining, different little things about how you can detect it and stuff. And she also mentioned how they have a test now. I don't know if this is a new test, but I know she said they have a test that you can actually go and get checked to see if breast cancer, I guess, run in your family or something.
It's a generic test.
Yes, that's what she said. Something like that. Yeah.
Yes, it's generic
Yeah.
testing.
And I said, oh, okay, that was good. And like I said, I forgot to bring the stuff, but because I wanted to give out those free clinics, that people can go to or whatever. Yeah. And I think, like you said, I think the biggest thing too is for families to have the support. I do know a couple people, going through. Well, I know a couple people going through it, and people who have been through it. And I think just having family makes a big difference.
It does.
So
Yeah, I do agree. Having support, I've had family members that's went through it. And it's an emotional ride. It's an emotional ride. So we can't take things to heart. People that's supporting people with not just breast cancer, but any type of cancer.
Yes.
Because if you supporting them, know that in their bodies is going through changes. Like women go through menopause and men go through their changes. Their body and their spirit is going through changes because now, like you said, they got to come to agreement with it.
Yep.
Got to come to acceptance.
Right.
And then once you come to acceptance, then you got to know how you're going to handle it. So if you're supporting somebody, that doesn't mean judge them or get angry all the time because they're angry, because you don't know the type of pain that they're enduring, or you don't know the type of suffering that they're doing on the inside. So I just say, make sure if you say I'm going to support you, that means support them and not do it your way, but do it the way that they need you. Be there, show up how they need you to show up.
Right.
Some people don't even need you to do nothing but just take them to the doctors. Others need a hug. Some need a prayer. But you show up the way they need you, not the way you want to be there all the time.
Yeah,
It's
not force your support.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, not force your support and not. Yeah, I think, and then like you're saying, mentally. I mean, we didn't say mentally, but emotionally and mentally, they going through.
Right.
It's like a sense of grief. So you can have denial. You can be angry. You know what I'm saying, and depressed. You know what I'm saying. So you got all these different emotions going on. So yeah, that support, I think, is it plays a big role. And I've also, like, I try to read and research and stuff, and I've noticed that it talks about how certain things that we eat can also kind of help fight against cancer cells, the cancer, just by eating more like of a vegan or Mediterranean kind of like lifestyle, eliminating a lot of like the meats and the sugars and all that stuff. So from what I've read, I've came across a lot of articles that talk about even changing the way you eat can actually help.
Yes, I want to piggyback on to what you were saying about the support again. When a person is diagnosed like that, they go through that denial and anger and then an acceptance. What I liked about her testimony was that when she told her family and her kids, she didn't want them to notice how upset and angry she was about her diagnosis. So she went on with her life. They didn't, one of the things that she said was, well, her daughter asked her husband, "What's wrong with mom? She act like she not aware of this is going on with her. She just going on doing her regular thing." She said that one of the things she said, she didn't want her family to worry about her,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and she wanted to go on like, because she trusted and had faith in God that he was going
Yeah.
to take care of her. So that's the reason why she went the way she did.
Yeah.
So that play a big part too. You don't want your family to worry as much as you worrying.
Yeah, that's true. If anybody out there that has some advice or want to comment and share their stories with us, by all means, please put something in the comment section or call in and talk with us at 708-223-8953. We would love to hear your testimony. We would love to hear what you have to say to encourage someone else.
Yes.
Just put it in the chat, and we'll answer any questions that you have as best we can, or you can call us on the phone at 708-223-8953.
What about the
Yes.
stages?
That I really can't speak on the stages since I'm not an oncologist nurse. But there are the it's I can remember. I know it's denial, it's acceptance, it's anger,
Depression
it is depression
and bargaining. I
and
think.
bargaining. That's
Mhm.
the 5. So we
That's
didn't
the
figure it
5.
out.
That's the 5.
The 5 stages.
That's the 5 stages.
Yes.
Just went through that in our class.
Mhm.
You just said-
That's the
what I was
5
gonna say,
stages.
yeah.
But not only in breast cancer, with any illness,
Yeah,
any
with any-
disease,
yeah,
any,
it's-
yes,
it's,
those are the stages.
You're grieving.
But I think
Yeah.
in your question, you was asking like, is there a stage 1, 2, 3, 4?
Right. Is that what you were talking about?
No, it's talking about.
You was
Okay,
talking about,
okay.
okay.
But there is stages, right?
Yeah.
Right. Mhm.
Yeah, those are the 5. Mhm.
Mhm. There are different types of breast cancer. Do you know any of the types of it?
Well, this article don't tell me the different types, but I think it depends on if it's at stage 1, 2, 3, or 4. Like I think the higher the stage, the less the outcome would be.
Or survival?
Yeah, survival rate wouldn't be as great.
According to society.
Yes.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because if we trust God, I mean, some people
Stage
do.
1,
Their
yeah, yeah.
faith heals them.
So-
You're healed, by your
So,
faith.
I've known some people that had breast cancer, right? And somebody had to have a mastectomy, and somebody did, and they had it in both breasts. So I want to say, say if you were diagnosed with it in one breast, would you say that we should do it in both breasts, have the mastectomy in both breasts, like not what's her name, not Jennifer Lopez, it's one of the actresses. She got both of hers did because it runs in her family.
I know who you. I can't
Yes,
remember the name, but I
it was.
remember.
It's recommended that you get both done when you have a family history of it, and then like you say, it depends on the stage that it's at. Then they recommend both breasts. But some women have lumps in their breasts and it doesn't be cancer. It's to be like a cyst.
Okay.
So they do not remove those.
Okay. It's benign, yeah.
Benign, yeah.
I had a cousin, and she didn't have cancer, and it wasn't in the family. And I don't know if they should have detected because she passed at 39.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, leaving 2 children. And sometimes and she was one of those that said, I don't want nobody to worry, and wouldn't tell people, and trying to hold her pain. And because I know it to be a fact, women are so good at trying to take it,
Yeah.
trying to cover, trying to
Yes.
hold it together, trying
Yes.
to keep the family together, trying to be the one,
Trying
trying to be the bigger
strong.
person, trying to make sure that everybody else
It's
okay,
okay. Yep.
when they're not okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Instead of us letting everybody know it's okay not to be okay.
It's
Okay.
okay.
Yep.
It's okay. And I have to just, just speak that even to myself sometimes,
Mhm.
because you're so busy, and you put these walls up, and you put these walls up just trying to hold it together.
Yeah.
And and you think, and I heard somebody say something last night that was pretty powerful, because he said, yeah, you survived, but what did you lose in it?
Mm.
Mm.
You survived, you came out,
Mhm.
but you lost something.
Yeah.
Did you get that back? There maybe was some peace that you lost in there. It
Yeah.
could be, said you come through,
Yeah.
but what did you lose in it?
Yeah.
So I mean, and when she passed, I mean, her death was pretty hard, because she was a cousin, but she was more like a sister.
Okay.
And you see the walk, and you see the journey. And when the day she came, and she called me, and she just planning our birthday. She just didn't know she was calling me, because that was the day. And I got to the hospital, and I got in the bed with her, and she said, I don't want my children to forget my face. And I'm saying to myself,
Mhm.
they're not gonna forget your face. They know who their mama look like. And I said to myself, out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
You'll be amazed at the things that you think you won't forget, but time bring by changes. And her life still shines so bright, of her life that she lived and how she lived it. But I want to tell him we having this thing on Saturday, and I want to tell him that we got a whole lot of joy, even though there may be some tears. I want to have a whole lot of joy.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
this just happened?
No,
Oh, you talking about Saturday. Talk about it.
as we can.
Yeah.
But I want us to stay focused, because you know me. I go to talking, went all over into left field somewhere. But
Sorry. We trying to get his attention. The
Yeah.
lights went out. Oh, okay.
When yeah, Saturday I think is gonna be a good day. I think it's really gonna be good. But when you lose a loved one to breast cancer, or anything,
Mm,
it stays with you, and then you're right, because even just think about losing a parent, and you go back and look at the picture, you have those memories of them, you have it, but it's not as vivid and as strong as it was in their presence. Is it, it does something but the spirit, the heart, and the soul feeling really tight, really good.
Yes.
But that you
That
you
visual.
that visual is not
Mhm.
as clear, because
Yeah.
and I never thought about that till you just said that.
Mhm.
Out of sight, out of mind. It's not out of your mind though, but it's out of sight, out of vision.
Yeah.
You can't see
Yeah.
it like you want to see it.
mhm.
So that is kind of hard. That's hard, and it's hard for her. Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
It is,
You
but
I wanted to ask a question. You saying something about the age, even though you say your cousin didn't pass from cancer, right?
she
She
did.
did.
Mhm.
Okay, and like they say, at least by the age of 40, we should all start getting mammograms. But it's been known for younger people under 40 to pass away from breast cancer.
Right.
That's true. That's why I indicated that if you have a family history of any type of cancer, it doesn't have to be
Be
breast.
breast.
Right.
So if you have a history of it on mom's side or dad's side, it's best to get tested.
Okay.
And usually some would do a blood test.
Mm,
Yes, they'll do a C25. C25 blood test would indicate is there cancer cells in a person body.
mm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay.
But it's so
And then another thing you said that was out that's true too. You said check yourself.
that's
Know
what I was
yourself.
You
gonna
got
say.
to
Yes.
check
Yes.
yourself.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna say. It's
Yeah.
very important, especially under 40 years of age.
Mhm.
Like you just said, your cousin didn't have a history in her family, so and she
Right.
was under 40. But so it's so important to continue
Know
to
your body.
know
Yeah,
your
know your
body,
body.
know when something's out of place, know when it doesn't feel right,
Right.
know when it doesn't look right, and it's
Yeah.
and then when people say you don't got to be looking at yourself in the mirror like that. Oh yes, you
Yes,
do.
you do.
You look at yourself. You gotta know yourself before somebody else know it.
Right.
So check out every part of you if you have to.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's important.
And one
Yeah.
thing I want to say to the young viewers out there is that in relationships, it could be younger or older. Your partner, make sure they don't abuse your breasts.
Yes.
You know,
Mm.
when you having
Intercourse.
relationships and
We
how-
grown.
and how they grab hold to your breasts,
Yeah.
you know, that's a no. So
Oh,
I don't want to
wow.
get
I never knew
really,
that. No, people need to know.
yeah, that's one
'Cause
thing.
I never knew that.
Oh yes,
The
Mm.
bruising on your breast.
they're bruising, and that's
Really?
how the develop of the cysts in the milk ducts of the breast. Because you thinking if someone's squeezing you and holding, you know, like
Yeah.
gripping you, like it doesn't supposed to be like that.
Okay. Don't be be sensitive. Be
Be
gentle.
gentle.
So let
Be
them know.
gentle.
Be
Right.
Gentle with the breast.
Right. You gotta be
Nancy said it ain't
gentle.
supposed to be like that.
Look, she said they grabbing and pulling. They don't supposed to be like
Tell
Be
them
gentle.
no.
Nancy
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
be gentle.
Be gentle. I'm
Yeah.
a
But
gentle
some
person.
people love it rough, so you
I
know.
know.
So you taking
Yeah.
chances.
Right. Be gentle.
You could be rough other places, but don't
Not
be
right
rough
there.
on them right there.
Oh, no breasts, sis.
Y'all hear that? Be
Don't
gentle on them breasts.
And that's so true, though.
Yeah,
If
but
you-
I never knew that. That's good you said that, because I'm sure a lot of people didn't know that. Did y'all know that out there?
that they have to be gentle on the breasts. Again, if you have any questions or comments, please drop them in the comment box, or don't hesitate to call in. We are glad to hear from you at 708-223-8953 at Intellectual Radio. Call us and tell us your story, or tell us your survival story,
Yeah.
or however
Yes.
it is.
Or ask your questions.
or
We're
ask
here to
your questions.
answer.
Yes. As this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we just couldn't let the month end without talking about it.
Amen.
Yeah.
Wow. This is good information though. It's good. And you know what is scary though? It seems like cancer is just on the rise.
Yeah.
Like back then, I don't feel like I've heard cancer as much as we hear it now. You know, it's like every time you turn around, you hearing somebody got cancer. It's like, what is going on? Like, what is happening?
That could be a good topic, because
Yeah.
you and everybody talk about me when I say it, but I always resort back to back in the day.
Back in the day.
I mean, you didn't even have a lot of hospitals. You didn't have all this stuff, and I didn't even really know nothing about dialysis until way.
Yep.
I mean, it's just
Diabetes
all
is
of this
another
stuff.
one.
Yeah, I
Yep.
mean, this stuff just came. They didn't have no whole lot of jails. They didn't have a
Yeah.
lot of, and I know my auntie had 15, and and not one of them ever talked a word back. I'm telling you, you got to think a lot of this stuff is we have our the way we act and the way our attitudes and how nasty we are now.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff could be having something to do with your health too.
With your health.
Be
Oh,
nice and
yes.
kind and try to be sweet,
Yeah.
because you just never know
Yeah.
the things that other people's is going through, and karma got a way of coming
Yes,
back
it
around.
do.
So you
Yes,
have
it
to be
do.
mindful of some stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, I
you
come
do.
up in a time, baby, when mama didn't have to do nothing but just look,
Yeah.
You
You
better
bet not.
say it.
and you better not have said, now,
That's
baby,
true.
you got a backhand, a
That's
front hand,
true.
a skillet, a shoe,
Right. That's
anything.
my mama. She gave a look, and you
Yeah,
knew not
you
to say nothing.
The look
Yeah.
meant something.
Yeah.
They didn't. You couldn't do nothing.
You can do that. Don't be lip dripping, they said.
Yeah.
I
And
ain't
you
never
and when
heard
you
of
and
that
when the
one.
people talking, you better not be standing there talking while I'm talking.
Right.
Don't you see grown folks talking?
Talking.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just something. Now this is a whole new different ring, a whole
It
new
is.
different situation, whole new different sicknesses stuff.
Yeah.
You didn't see the young people dropping like. I mean, now there are more young people's funeral than old people's.
Yes, it is.
All that
Yes.
natural causes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And they're getting cancer too. A lot.
A lot
of
of
young
them.
people.
A lot of the young
And
people are suffering with cancer.
And not
Yes,
only is they suffering, you see how many of them is crippled and can't hardly walk, and they bent
Yeah.
over.
yes.
A lot of health issues.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you,
Yes, a lot of health
Yes.
issues. A lot of people are sickly.
sickly.
And like you said, it used to be just the older people. We always look
Mm-mm.
for the older people to be sick, but it's not just the older people, it's younger people too.
Yeah,
The younger people, it seem like the older people outliving, a lot of
Right.
the young people now, like it reversed,
We gotta figure out or dig deeper and find out what's really happening in America.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
I
know,
wish we could.
But one thing I want to say, it is a lot of resources out there for people.
Yeah.
Even with the younger people or older, when they think about getting mastectomies, they think about how their body gonna change and how it's gonna look. But today's world, they have the resources where they could put these implant breasts on, or these mechanical type of breasts and bras, and the person won't even know they didn't had a mastectomy. That's how good it
How-
is now. And I know the hospital that I work for, Loyola, they have that resources.
Reconstruction.
Yeah. They do a lot of reconstruction of the breasts and the bras that they made. And some women go through cancer and they lose their hair. They have the beautiful wigs now that they could wear. So that's what I mean about the support.
Mhm.
And a lot of these places, the insurance to pay for these type of things that women may need or men may need. Also, I wanted to bring up, I had talked about the wellness house, but there are other resources. You got the Gilders Club of Chicago.
Mm.
They core components. They support services with different groups. They have educational lectures. They have healthy lifestyle activities. They even give social connections, and also they give referrals to other places. Um, so it's all in-person classes. This is no charge to people. And that's one of the things that I like about it, because they out there in the community, they helping people. And one of the things that to our black viewers, we don't know these things is out
Yeah.
there free.
Yeah.
So we have to get the resources out there and talk about it, even with their child and families. Not only the support is needed for the person that's been diagnosed, but it also helps that family.
Yeah.
That family that needs it too, because they could be going through something. I know if
Oh, yeah,
my
most
mom was
definitely.
diagnosed with
Right.
cancer, I probably would be stressed out and wondering the things that she may need. So that's what they out there for. It's another community. They deal with trying to.
Do we have phone numbers to give out?
Oh yeah, the Gilders Club of Chicago phone number is 312-464-9900. That's 312-464-9900. That's Gilders Club.
Gildis.
Gilda.
Gilda.
Gilda. Gilda.
Gilda. Okay.
And they mainly deal with the support groups. So
Okay.
anything in the groups, they could they open their doors and they welcome you to an orientation to go around in a environment and pick out the things that you want. And what I like about the wellness house, they have a lot of educational material for nutrition, stress management. Believe it or not, this will make you
Mhm.
put stress on you.
Oh, yeah.
So, and it could be mentally and physically. So
Okay.
that's some of the information. And the wellness house is 630-654-5116. That's 630-654-5116. So those are the two resources that I wanted to share with you guys.
Beautiful.
Okay. All right. Thank you
Well,
so
thank
much.
you. Yes, we appreciate that.
Yes.
Thank you
yes.
so much, Nancy, for stopping by. This is not going to be her last time. She's going to stop by some more. She's a wealth of information.
All right.
She does.
Yeah,
does.
she don't cheat yourself.
That's
Somebody need to know about it. Somebody need to hear about it.
Yeah,
You done went to school, got all this education and stuff, and you better share it with
that's
somebody.
right.
All of the things that you give, don't you know every gift and every talent that you have, it ought not be just for you.
Yes.
It ought to be for you to share with somebody else.
Somebody else.
That's
So
it.
somebody else could use what you got.
Oh, yes.
And most of the time, the people you giving it to don't appreciate it.
Yeah, that's so
I'm
true.
gonna give it
That's
to
true.
somebody that say, "Bring it to me, I
Bring it
want it."
on. I
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
bring it
that.
to me,
Bring
I
it
want
on.
it.
Yeah.
So that's what we need sometimes, and I'm
Oh,
grateful
yeah.
to that. Temperance got she's entrepreneur, and Wanda is, all of these ladies that surround me.
Well,
They are all as gifted and got a, yeah. I mean, I'm just grateful for all of that.
we
Aw,
are
we're grateful for you.
Yes.
Y'all see how y'all said that?
We grateful for you.
Yeah, so y'all, oh, y'all must meant that when it came together like that. Y'all must have meant it.
Yeah, we meant that. We're grateful for you.
That's right.
It's just grateful, yeah.
Won't be sitting in this spot right here today if it
If it
wasn't
wasn't
you.
for you.
So
Well,
Miss V and the
I'm
crew.
so grateful because this whole thing started. It was just Torn told us to just sit in, and we sit it in, and the lady said, "You know what? We kind of like this stuff. We kind of like this," and I said, "Well, I was gonna do it with Jada. It was supposed to be Miss V and Jada and Miss V." And she kept procrastinating. I said, "Well, you know what? Sometimes things happen for a reason.
For a reason.
So who knows? We'll go as long as it see how far we
That's
go.
right.
And if don't nobody like us and don't nobody listen to us, we just enjoy talking
We
to
just
each
enjoy
other.
talking.
but
You
we
know,
got people that's listening
We
that
get-
like us.
yeah,
Y'all like us,
they
right?
like us. They
Do
like
you
us.
know how sometimes you got to just pat your own self
Yes,
on
you
the
do.
back?
You do.
Just
Sometimes you
ourselves.
just got to just and I know it
That's
because
it.
sometimes you are your worstest critics.
Oh my God.
right.
You'll
better
see
talk about
everything
it.
wrong with you.
You better talk
You know,
about it.
I've seen the time, a girl come up to me and she was like, "Girl, my arm hurting," and nothing. And folks, I know it. I'm like, "Girl, where your arm hurting and mine hurting in the same spot?"
Yeah.
Before you know it, your mind can play tricks on
Oh,
you.
yes.
So sometimes you just have to, in spite of everything,
Yes.
pat your own self. What you got, how you made it, with
Yes.
what little tools you had to work
That's
with,
it.
you have to pat yourself on the back.
You
That's
better
right.
preach.
No, I told him, I said, I got some heroes,
Come on.
That's it.
That's it.
and it ain't nobody on TV.
That's
I
it.
know that's right.
You definitely do. You have to learn to encourage yourself because the devil will definitely play with your mind and make you feel like you're not worthy, make you feel like you're not capable of doing certain things, and put doubt, of course, the fear and procrastination. Like those are things that I dealt with for a very long time. And it got to a point too, I remember a friend of mine had started this prayer. Her name is Daniela Coffee. I don't know if she hear me, but she had started a prayer line, and it was about procrastination. So I forgot, it was like a whole week or something we did it, and it talked about procrastination or whatever. So we was just doing prayer and different things about procrastination. She was hosted events, and that prayer and everything she did, like it really helped me. Like baby steps. I had to do baby steps because I was a really, really big procrastinator. And that doubt thing would just stop you on your footsteps. Even though God done said, "Daughter, this is what I need you to do." Then that devil will come, that enemy come play with your man. You be like, "Okay, I'm gonna do it." But you don't do it. So I will say, I'm just grateful for the people who God has put in my life, because that thing has helped me. I'm grateful to just even be here. Because when this young lady called me and asked me if I wanted to do this podcast, and she told me the time when we first started, it was 9:00 at night. She thought I was saying no. And I told her, no, I'm going to do it. Because before the enemy got in my head, it made me start thinking of some negative stuff. I said, no, I'm going to do it.
Well, one of the things I'm going to share, and then I don't know, because I go over and stuff. But when we first started this, somebody asked us one time, "What are you guys standing for? Is it spiritual and all that stuff?" And I didn't say anything because one thing I tell anybody, most of the stuff I have is not spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
It's not religious. But what's in you will come out of you.
That's right.
But what I want to always be is a wealth of inspiration.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you put something as religious, you will put a person in a box.
Right.
Yeah.
So things are said, things are done, and you like, "Oh, they ain't got no business saying that, or they ain't got no business doing that." So you never ever want to be, because whatever I tell you, I didn't tell you I was that. And if you said I'm that, that's your fault.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to put me on, this is a religious station. All right, that's what you say.
Right.
That's what you say. Because what's in you, it should come out of you.
That's right.
That's right.
And whatever, I don't need to walk with nothing.
Mhm.
I don't have to put no titles, no nothing, because who you is who you is.
That's right.
That's right.
And who you perceive me to be, and go ahead on.
That's right.
That's right.
Pump it up there if you want to.
Yeah.
And it's okay with me.
Mhm.
But I just want people to know that we want to challenge you to think. We want to be a conversation piece that you will say, you know what, I never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
I never
Yes.
saw it like that. And whatever we talk about, we can talk about anything.
That's
I love
right.
talking about.
Talk
We can talk about
anything.
sex. I love talking
That's
about
right.
sex.
Excuse me
Well,
one
it's
second.
life.
Somebody wanted the call number. The call number is 708-223-8953. 708-223-8953. Call in.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so sweet.
Yes. And what we talk about is just it's things that happen in life.
Life.
I don't care if you spiritual or non-spiritual. Life hits
Life-
everybody.
Yes,
Life
it
come to
does.
us all.
It comes to us
Mhm.
all. Now, a lot of times we try to act like it don't come to us because we living in boxes. We're in a box. And it's time to live outside of these boxes. Get from out of the boxes. Get from behind the walls and talk. That's the thing that's wrong. We don't talk.
Communicate.
We don't communicate. We don't say what's really going on. We
No,
walk
no.
around like, oh, I'm fine because I go to church and I love the Lord and I'm good. No, we're not good.
Because I learned one thing, and I'm true to this. You can make your mouth say anything. He
He
said, because how
That's a
have you
good
drawn
one.
them? He said, you draw them by loving kindness.
That's right.
Yeah.
So all that stuff that you talk don't mean nothing if it don't line up with your walk.
Yes.
Yes.
So when we sit here and we talking to people, we want to be real with them.
That's it.
And now, if you like me anyway.
Yep.
And if you don't like me, you just didn't like me in the
Yeah,
first
no, you
place.
ain't like me anyway.
So
Yeah.
most of the time, just be real, and the
Be
person
real.
that love you is gonna love the real you.
Anyway,
right.
be your authentic self.
Be that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be
yes.
you.
Be you.
And you
Yes.
love me for who I am. Or don't love me.
So Nancy, when you want to come back? Well, I'm putting you on the spot.
You are putting me on the spot. And I just wanted to let you know this is you taking me out of my comfort zone.
Mm.
See? Look
So
at
this
God.
is something that I usually don't do, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed sitting here talking with you guys,
Mhm.
and I have led a lot of committees and different things. It's just me talking in front, just talking like this.
Mhm.
It's out of my comfort zone, though.
You need
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Do you know there are so many of us and I was just saying it just the other day, that most women's the things we hold so much in, and we afraid that somebody is watching and somebody's gonna talk. But I found out the best people that's popular, somebody had to talk about
Come
them.
on.
Yeah,
That's
come
right.
on.
So if you want to get in it,
That's
if
it.
you want something, let them talk about you.
Let 'em talk.
It's
Let
a
'em
part of the
talk.
process.
It's
Yeah.
the process.
Yeah, it's a part of the process.
And you
Can't
know
please
when they
everybody.
and if you wasn't doing something that was worthy, they ain't gonna say nothing.
Come on.
Right.
So get out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
Be your
Yeah.
fine self.
Yeah.
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 They
Well,
say-
I do want to share this on last night. I'm the director, the president of the health ministry
Mhm.
All
at
right.
my church.
Mm.
And we had to lead prayer service last night.
Uh-huh.
So we had one of the nurses did the prayer and the scripture, and we had another one that did a prayer. And so our thing was to, I did the testimony.
All right.
I did the testimony on how I had a double transplant. And I'm a
wow.
walking testimony of good health right now.
Praise
Come
God.
on, come on,
So
come on.
I didn't
come on,
know
come
how
on.
many people I touched and encouraged until they told me after that testimony.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Y'all hear that?
this is the second
Look at
day I
God.
didn't come out of my
Look
comfort
at
zone.
God. Look at God.
Look at
It's
that.
just the beginning of
That's
something
it. He
great.
doing
Yes.
something.
Yes.
He
Yeah,
doing
and you know
something.
what? And just keep walking.
Yes.
And and like they say, you walk, the fear don't never leave, but
It
you just
don't.
keep walking anyhow.
Yes.
That is so
Yes.
amazing.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
That is.
that is awesome. Nancy, that is so
That is
beautiful.
a
I'm
blessing.
Yes,
So you got the right to talk about this.
Come
That's
on.
it.
You
That's
got
I
you
got
got
a right.
authority in this.
That's right.
Yes.
Because you walk you walk the walk you talking.
Now you
Yeah.
talking.
So you can encourage somebody with that
that's right.
double time.
Yes.
And that's what
Yeah.
God wants from us. He don't hold it in. Like we keep saying, we don't hold it in. Let it out. Let people know what you went through. You never know who's experiencing that. You know what I'm saying? But
Yes.
if we hold it in, we don't give that hope to other people. You know, so testimonies help change
Yes, it
people.
does.
Our
Yes, it does.
testimonies help heal people. It gives them hope, you know. So yeah, we gotta talk.
Yeah.
We gotta talk. We gotta talk.
We talked last week about domestic violence, and I share more than I used to share to my own family. But it felt good to get
To
some
get
of
it
it
out.
out. Yeah. It felt really good. But I was like, when I got home, I was like, oh, dang, I
Did a lot
did
of
say that,
talking.
didn't I? I said that too. But it's all right. That's all
That's
right.
it.
Hopefully somebody got healed.
God led
Hopefully
you to
somebody
talk.
was encouraged,
Yeah.
and it's all right. It freed me.
Yeah.
It did.
And that's what it's all about. Yeah. Well, I want to say that I know that October month is the month of breast cancer awareness, but we might have another guest next week who's also a survivor. She got some books out and different things, so it's a possibility that we might have someone else also join us to share her story as well. So we'll y'all keep watching. Y'all just wait. So yeah. But this was good. I think this was good. You know, it was a little different than what we usually talk about, but it was good, and I feel like it's needed. Because a lot of people, like I said, cancer is like on the rise. It's you hearing this so much. And so, but then yet a lot of people are survivors as well. So we need those stories to be told, and just give out the information, because like you said, a lot of time in our communities, in the Black and brown communities, unfortunately we don't always have the resources, where we might have them but we don't always know that they're there.
Yes.
So it's good to have the resources and the knowledge, and just put that information out there. So I think this was good.
Yeah, I want to say too, for the month of October, it's not only for breast cancer. We got to look at the sarcoidosis month. It's the month for lupus. So those
Yeah,
people out there with those diseases too,
as well. Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. I think our caller, she didn't get to call in. Thank you, Dorothy, for wanting to call in.
We just about to wrap it up, because you know what? I promise you, time go fast.
It
It
does.
You know, when she first told me, I said, girl, a whole hour? I can't do no whole hour. But I know it. Hour is gone.
That will be gone quick.
Nancy, just give us your last thoughts and tell us anything you want to say. We about to leave. We about to go.
I just enjoyed you asking me to come out of my comfort
Amen.
zone. I enjoyed talking with you ladies. And for the people out there, I wish you blessings and health and prosperity and love. And thank you for having me.
Okay.
Amen. Well, I just want to say, just to the people out there that's listening, to anybody who is going through cancer, or anyone who has been through cancer, I just want to just say, kudos to those survivors, and to those who going through it. Just, just try your best to be strong. I can't say be strong, because I don't know what you actually going through, but we just want you to know that we support you all, and you got this.
Yeah, you got this. Keep going, sister. We here with you rooting.
Yes.
You heard it from the best. The ladies are always here. We'll be back Thursday.
We'll be back.
I know you better tune in, because ain't no
Tune in
telling
at
what
8
you lying to
o'clock.
get.
We'll be back.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Talk to you later. Thank you for joining us.
You got it. Girl, I love it when you do it to it. Hey.